Imagine doing a crime 58 years ago. You're 92 years old now, yeah. You think you've got away with it. You think you're going to live out the rest of your life on the streets. Then, bam, police come and arrest you for a murder and a rape. You get me? This is what happened to this guy here. Let me flip my screen. So, this guy here, yeah. I don't know if you can see him there. Let me try and get a better picture of him up. Oh, no, you can only get this picture up. Yeah, yeah. Don't know if you can see that. This guy here, anyway, 92 years old. He committed a rape and a murder in 1967, and he just got found guilty of it like 2 days ago. You get me? And got sentenced to 20 years minimum in jail, 20 life to 20 years minimum. Obviously, my man's 92. He probably will kick the bucket by in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's getting past 5 years, me personally, but yeah, he's gonna die in jail, and so he deserves to anyway, man, because he's a rapist, a serial rapist, and he's been locked up in jail. He done 7 years for a rape, 10 years after the first rape that he done in 1967. You get me? I think personally, this guy has done more crimes. Do you know what I'm saying? They need to start going in. They only got him by chance by doing a DNA test 2 years ago. 2 years ago, they put some more DNA in. They found some DNA on this skirt here, yeah, on this skirt here, that matched him, and he was in the data. Like he was in the database, and when it come in, it matched up on it. I don't know if that's that little stain there or whatnot, but imagine that he was 30. He was either 34 at the time of the murder. You get me? The woman that he raped and murdered was 75 at that time. And then 10 years later, he got found. He got caught doing a rape and murder, like 10 years after, on two other women. One was 85 and one was 75 as well or something. So this guy is burgling houses here and targeting old women. Do you know what I'm saying? Even this was before. He's old. He's 92 now. These women that he's done things to back in the day, even the other two, they've passed away obviously by now. You know what I'm saying? He says he was convicted of 2 counts of rape in the 1970s after he attacked old elderly women in Ipswich by breaking in their homes overnight. He got locked up for 10 burglary offenses as well. This guy here, the police really need to do more research on this guy here, because I doubt these two things, the one that he went jail for back in 1977 and the murder he done in 1967, I doubt them are the only two things he's done. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you now, he must have some more victims out there. It's always the case when you watch these crime programs. They get away with it. Come on, they're going to do it again. There's something wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is the woman here that he murdered and raped in 1967, bro. 1967. She was 75 years old. He was like 34. Do you know what I'm saying? He's a sick guy, bro. This guy here, I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if more stuff come out. But flipping out, I just thinking, how comes it took the police so long to get to him? You know what I'm saying? Why did it take you like so long to get to this guy? You know what I'm saying? He's probably been out here doing. He's probably got more victims. You know, it's never. Like I said, man. You watch these programs. It's never. It's never. Just the one or the two that they done. They got away with it. These are the ones he just got caught for. Here he is in the police station getting interrogated about this when he got arrested last year for the murder 58 years ago.
Can you tell me how Louisa died?
Yo, my man's yo, he sounds like a yard man as well, He sounds like a yard man. Trust me, he sounds like a yard man.
Did she die as a result of your actions? And if so, what were your actions? Was it an accident?
Wait there. One thing I want to say here, because I've done it loads when I've been arrested on charges that I know I've done or I know I come. You never say no comment if you never done it. Do you know what I'm saying? You never say no comment if if you didn't do it. You can explain yourself to why you didn't do it. Straight away, no comment is a red flag. Do you know what I'm saying? No comment is when you want to just chill and kick back for a bit because you want to see, yo, let me see what they got on me first. And then, if anything, because I've done it, no commented, and then obviously went back and I've either beat the thing or I've realized, rah, you know what, it's peak for me. Because I've never been on trial for nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? I've either beat something or I've flipping I I just pled guilty to it. You get me? Because I got sense, man. If it's looking peak for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna plead guilty, and I'm not talking about none of this weird shit what these guys do. I'm talking about obviously when man was on the roads and whatnot. You get me? But yeah, this guy here, just seeing a big 92-year-old man, no commenting. It just looks mad. Trust me.
No comment.
Did you go in that house intending to kill her?
No comment.
So Louisa was found, as I said, lying on the floor in that same room, having been raped. She also had a scarf on her neck and a stocking. I think the scarf was underneath her neck, round the back, and the stocking over the top.
No, no,
Okay. Can you tell me how those items got there?
no comment.
Did you use those items to strangle Louisa?
No comment.
Did you use anything else?
No comment.
Mad, bro. I mean, yeah, he's older than that, but I ain't got no sympathy for him, man. You know what I'm saying? I know this brother's probably done bare other stuff. He left fingerprints at the scene and whatnot. Remember back in them days, like, this is why a lot of people get caught for stuff to do back in them days, because in them days it was easier to get away with stuff. You know what I'm saying? That you won't get away with a lot of stuff these times nowadays. Yeah, 'cause I noticed when I was growing up a kid in the '90s and that there was a lot more serial killers out there in the news and all that. But nowadays it's like they get shut down before they get to be a big serial. I remember growing up watching Roy Whitting on the TV, watching flipping. What's them ones in Gloucester? I think the name, not the I can't remember, man. The ones in Gloucester, anyway, that done it. I remember just watching when I was growing up. There was bare serial killers and that about like in real life. Nowadays, you don't see it no more. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because the technology is much better now, and these men get shut down a lot quicker than they used to. Back in the day, there'd be a serial killer out there with like 8, 9 victims. Nowadays, they'll be lucky to get past the second one. Do you know what I'm saying? So you gotta credit the technology when it comes to stuff like that. But trust me, you're all this Jack the Ripper and all that, all the Jack the Rippers and all these other serial killers, that wouldn't last in this era. You get me? They would not last in this era. They'll be done. Do you know what I'm saying? This guy just got lucky that his things was back in the day. Look, in the woman's body was found in 1967 in her house. A huge investigation is carried out in Bristol, in which palm prints from 19,000 men are taken in a bid to identify a killer. In 1977, 10 years after, 2 women in Ipswich are raped in separate incidents after a man breaks into their home at night. Fingerprints are recovered from the scene. And following a mass house-to-house and fingerprint testing operation in Ipswich, Ryan Headley, which is this old black geezer, fingerprints are taken. 2 days later, he's positively identified as the offender. Following information received, Headley is arrested by officers. After pleading guilty, Headley is convicted of 2 rape offences and sentenced to life imprisonment. You get me? Life, the sentence was later reduced to 7 years on appeal. You get me? Back in them days, there even the flipping. Back in them days as well, even the sentences weren't as harsh. And back then, there probably wasn't even a sex offender list. You get me? A lot of things now wouldn't happen in these times there. And look, 2012, Ryan Headley's DNA is entered onto the national database following his arrest for unrelated and unconnected incidents. See, now they got the DNA. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the only reason he got away back in the days there. He got caught with his fingerprints, but the DNA is a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? That shit's even more advanced. If there was DNA back in 1967, he probably would have got bagged back then. You know what I'm saying? Following a review of unsolved murder investigations, the woman Louise Dunn, the 17-year-old who got killed in 1967, her investigation is looked at in detail to identify any forensic opportunities. And then they say a skirt worn by Louise at the time she was attacked is among items sent off for forensic testing. A full DNA profile is obtained from the skirt, and it matches my man Ryland Headley. You get me? Ryland Headley. This sounds like a yard man as well, man. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Probably come over England in his 20s or teens or something. But when he would just sound that video, when he was just getting interrogated, he sounded like a fucking yard man. No comment. I don't know if that's just the Ipswich accent or something. Maybe I'm tripping. You get me? But yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? This DNA thing will catch up on a lot of people, you know. I'm telling you, it's just that, you know what it is as well? There's probably more people out there with this kind of shit that will catch up on them, but they're probably just living a straight and narrow life, yeah, to where they ain't getting caught and ain't got no reason to get their DNA test. This is how a lot of men get caught, you know. They probably have a little argument with their missus, a little fight or something after, and they're like 70 years old, yeah? And then they get arrested for something, and by chance they get the DNA took, and then boom, out of nowhere, they get caught for something. You know what I'm saying? Something that they done 30 years ago or something, 30, 40 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, this is just lets them know that, yo, you thought you was gonna live out your life, even though, yeah, he's gonna be gone in the next 5. He's not making it in the next 5 years, and probably going to jail is probably gonna speed it up for him because the conditions ain't as good. You know what I'm saying? As being out here, you probably had carers or some family that's good that was able to kind of cater for you outside because you're 92. I don't know. You're probably in a home. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But out in jail now, you're gonna get you're not gonna get neglected, but you don't get looked after as good in there. So don't be surprised if you hear this geezer's passed away in the next year or two. You get me? And plus the officers are probably gonna look at him as scum and that. He'll be all right. It's not like he's gonna get attacked. People are gonna probably look at him and think, yo, cause you know what happens, man, rapists and all that, rapists in jail. Yeah, they get, you know what I'm saying? They will just get random attacks, but he's so old, people will probably just look at him in there and say, like, yo, we ain't gonna do nothing to him. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably punch him and he'll die or something. So they're just gonna let nature take its course, man. He's on his way anyway. But fucking hell, this is crazy, man. Like, I seen this on the news. I just had to bring it up, man. 58 years later. 58 years later, man, you'd think that you think that you beat it. You know what I'm saying? You think you got away with it. And like I said, man, there's no way, because there's always a pattern with these guys, and he's got that pattern. Beer burglaries. This is his MO. Burglaries and grape. You get me? He's forced all his 3 offenses that he's been done for. Yeah, the one where he killed the woman, what he got away with. Yeah, he burgled her yard and graped her, and then the other 2 that he got caught with, he burgled both their houses and graped them in 2 separate incidents as well. You get me? So this is his MO. So they need to really go and start doing backlogging on some shit, man. Trust me, they need to start backlogging on some shit before he passes away. But yeah, let me know what you lot think anyway, people. Leave your comments below, man. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff, innit? I'm out though, people. I'm on the road to 500 subscribers. If you watch this video, subscribe, man. Zed's World.
I done sold all this dope for years just to become a YouTuber. Shit fucked up, y'all.